Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Alina and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we all experience as creative people, like people who create content, whether it's writing, whether it's painting. What it's called is called block. So what is block? Block is when you're kind of feeling stuck. For example, in my situation, sometimes I would think about a painting and I would go about and start painting, but then you get stuck and you get that uninspired feeling and you just like, oh, I don't know if I should start it, or maybe I started and I don't like it. And this happened all the time. It's like a frequent occurrence. And I'm sure a lot of you probably experienced similarly. So I'm gonna share a little bit about how I deal with the situation when I feel stuck and I don't know what to paint and feel like my creative juice is like dried up at the moment. So in this vlog, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. Whenever I get stuck, like whether I don't have, I go through my personal reference photos of trips that I took, of things that I want to paint and I couldn't find anything that I want, or that none of them are inspiring at the moment. Usually on those cases I get stuck. What I would do is I would go out, go take a long walk, go in nature, go hiking, and then sort of look at things around me and see if there's anything that are inspiring at that moment. For example, a few days ago, we took a little short trip to Malibu Canyon, and we hike on one of those beautiful scenic hike, and I got a lot of beautiful reference photos to paint from that trip. Usually when I paint, by the way, as a personal reference, I only paint from my own reference photos or from things that I saw, from things that are around me, from trips that I took. And my husband and I are very nature lovers. We like to hike, we like to go camping, and it's one of the best way to relax actually. And as landscape artist, which is funny to call myself artist because I taught myself I'm sort of a self-learner artist, like self-taught quote unquote artist. So as a landscape artist, it's really nice to be able to go out in nature, and nature is actually the best reference. And just go out, observed, look at the wildflowers, look at the road, look at the tree, the leaves, the light shining on the leaves, the shadow that it casts. So I usually go for a long walk, whether it's near my house, is a little bit further from my house, or it's on a long road trip. And with these days, the smartphones are very helpful. I will try my best to live for that moment, to feel the surrounding with the wind, feel the light, and sort of print that in my memory somewhat. But cell phones are very helpful. If there's something beautiful and I feel like, oh, that's gonna make a beautiful painting later on, I would just get my phone out, snap a photo or two, like from different angles, like, okay, this way, that way, and then sort of save it for myself when when I go home and the mood came up. I would just go back to my phone, go through all those photos that I taken on the trip, and sort of start from there. And that really helps because we get stuck all the time. I mean, at least for myself, I always like, oh my god, what to paint next. And that's usually like the most difficult, is to get started and to agree on, okay, this is what I'm going to paint this time. And usually that's the most difficult part, the starting of a painting. Once I get started, then it's easy. It's like, okay, I decided on it. I'm going to stick through it. And it works every time. Well, I hope this little mini talk is helpful for any of you that are watching. And hopefully after watching this, you'll be inspired to take a long walk to see some of the surrounding nature around your area. If you do live in California, Southern California to be specific, and if you're near Malibu, this is a great place to hike. And what you see is the end of the end of this hike is overlooking the Pacific Coast highway, and also the Point Magoo beach. It's really beautiful. It's a great spot to watch the sunset. It's one of my favorite spots to watch the sunset. And hopefully you enjoy listening to me. I'm still very conscious about my voice, about posting a voiceover video on YouTube, but it's something new that I'm trying this year, and hopefully you enjoy listening and watching us hiking. So thanks again for stopping by, and thanks again for supporting my art channel, and hopefully I'll see you soon on the next painting video. Thank you, and have a great and relaxing day. Bye bye.